Welcome to Spin Dive with your hosts, Pern, Dave, and Joanne.
A fun, fast, occasionally unhinged look back at the cultural moments that shaped our lives.
We're diving into the trends, headlines, icons, and events you forgot you remember. And some you wish you hadn't.
Spin it. 1982. So did everybody watch the Super Bowl this weekend?
I did.
Did you? Joanne, did you watch the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Oh,
yes. That doesn't...
What, were you flipping back and forth to
Did
something?
you watch Bad Bunny?
I watched half of it.
Okay.
I watched half of it. I thought that the Super Bowl came on at 6:30 my time.
So you were an hour ahead of time?
You were an hour behind.
But it really started at 6 o'clock your time?
Yes, it always does.
No, it was 6:30 our time.
6:30.
Was it 6:30 your time?
Yeah.
Okay, so
time,
I
though.
was an hour late.
Yeah, she was an hour behind.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you thought
But
it was 6:30 your time, so you missed the first
Six,
quarter
yeah.
probably, if
Yes.
not more. But
Which,
you didn't miss anything except a bunch of
I
punting.
didn't miss anything.
3
I didn't
points,
miss anything.
maybe.
That's
Punt.
correct.
It's a lot of defense.
Punt.
I'll tell you, like, usually I don't watch that first beginning part, before
The first quarter?
Like the
Oh,
no.
The anthem, the flip, the
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the
Oh, okay.
flip, like from the flip is usually when
The
I
coin
know
flip.
it's true.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I rewound all the way back because Green Day was on,
yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
which I was like, what?
I was at work, so I didn't really get to I didn't get to
Oh.
settle in until like the halftime show.
Yeah.
And actually
Green
watch.
Day did a little medley.
Yep.
And then Charlie Puth sang the national anthem. He
Mhm.
was phenomenal.
Oh, I missed that.
And Belinda Carlisle sang.
No, it was Brandy Carlisle.
Brandy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Who's Brandy Carlisle?
The one who sang
The one that
the
sang
thing.
the
But who is
America
she
the Beautiful.
in real life?
She's a singer,
Singer.
songwriter.
Yeah.
She's won like Grammys and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She's
For what?
She's a huge advocate for LGBTQY.
Is she on her own or is she in a band?
Yeah, she's solo.
She's solo.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole time I thought it was Belinda.
No,
No.
not
I'm like, she
not
looks really good.
Not Belinda Carlisle from the Go-Go's. No.
Sorry.
Man.
Yeah, no.
Never mind.
That was Brandy
Didn't get you.
Carlisle.
Okay.
Because
well,
I was
Not
like,
related
man,
to
she
Belinda
has
Carlisle.
not
Close.
aged a day because she's a totally different person.
Totally different
Exactly.
person.
Not who you thought it was.
Not even close.
So, well,
Interesting.
I sent Dave a text at one point and I said, I didn't have climbing an electric pole on my bingo
Oh, yeah.
card for the halftime
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, right? Nice.
Who would have
Yep.
thought, let climb an electric pole and rap.
I could have sworn I saw the fronds, the grass frond things
Mm-hmm.
were people. Like they were
They are.
wearing
Yeah,
they
people
were.
in suits.
They were people.
Yeah.
But they didn't move.
I know. They were stood still the whole
They
time.
stood still.
You
yeah.
have got to be kidding me.
I've
'Cause
got
I
some-
thought
yeah.
they
I've
would
got
have
some videos to show
interacted
you.
with that.
Hundreds of
I saw
grass
I saw
people.
I thought it was going to be like left shark, right shark kind of scenario where they were going to get
Yeah.
into it and
Practically.
they would have gotten a formation and done a bunch of
No.
stuff. But no, why was
Yeah.
that a thing? Why were they just
I
standing
don't know.
there?
I just can't believe they smuggled that much weed into the stadium. So got away with it.
There was no smuggling though because it was part of the act.
It was part of the
Exactly.
act. Yeah, they
Exactly.
got
Well, we need
permission.
it for the
So,
act.
They got
Mhm.
permission.
I actually thought that the whole presentation was really cool.
Theatrical.
Um,
Yes.
And like reading
Way better
reading
than the
about,
weekend.
Yeah,
yeah.
reading what everything meant and the symbolism and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I thought was really good, but I don't know any of his songs.
I don't know any
No,
either.
I didn't either. No.
So,
Number
I actually-
one artist internationally. and we
Right.
don't
Andy
know
won
any of his
Grammy for
stuff.
Album of the Year and
Right.
don't know
Yeah.
any of his
Right.
songs.
Oh,
Done none of it.
Yeah.
So there was a guy,
wow.
and I showed Dave the reel right before we came on. There was a guy who basically translated Bad Bunny's songs in English and then
Yes.
rapped them in English so you could understand what he was singing about.
And he wasn't saying very podcast appropriate things, was he?
What's not podcast appropriate? We can fucking talk whatever we want
Yeah,
about.
God damn it.
Yeah.
He was singing very podcast appropriate
Oh.
verbiage.
Was it?
Gotcha.
I don't know.
I don't know. I
Matter.
don't know what's
Something
real
being
and
in
what's
the
fake
VIP
anymore.
with his
There's
girls,
been
and
worse
he has
on
2
there.
Yeah.
girlfriends,
I
and
know.
yeah, I don't
It's
know.
like- yeah.
Did see
Anyway, moving
Jackson's
on.
nibs, so
Right.
it's all good.
So we also didn't talk about we were on break. We didn't talk about the Oscar nominations.
Oh, that's true.
Because the nominations came out.
Yes.
And
do you have the list?
I don't have the list on me because we were just briefly touching base on it.
Right.
So I've already watched 5 of the 10 movies.
You were
my
way
gosh.
ahead of yourself.
And
Like organically or because the list came out?
no, I had already watched
Some
3
of them.
when the list came out, and
Okay.
then I watched 2 more, and I still have 2 or 3 I'm gonna watch. Like I haven't watched F1 yet with Brad Pitt.
I can't
Heard it
believe
was
that's even
really
on the list.
boring.
Really? Oh, well,
Yes.
it's on Apple TV, so I'll watch that.
Well, that's a good one.
I wanted to see the one with what's his name in it? Is it Kellen Skarsgård? He's the dad and the daughter, and it's their relationship. It was actually filmed in Norway or something
yeah.
like that, but it was.
Yes.
I don't know if I even have the right Skarsgård actor, but anyway.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, there are a lot of them.
Yeah.
But I did watch Begonia, and I loved it.
Did
I
you?
loved
Okay.
Begonia. I watched
wanna
Begonia
watch it.
twice. I
Oh,
loved it so
wow.
much.
Wow.
And
Okay.
I watched it once on my own, and then I said to my wife, "I'm like, you've got to see this. You've got to watch it."
Yeah.
And she's like,
Okay,
"Is
cool.
it kind of weird, like how Poor Things was?" And I said, "No, not to that artsy
Exact-
style, not to
yeah.
that level." And so
Feels like it is, but
a little, but it still feels like I don't know. But I loved Begonia. I think it should win Best Picture so far. I didn't think that One Battle After Another was that good. I rewatched it with my wife again and still didn't like
tried
it.
to sell her on
And
it.
she had interest in seeing
Oh,
it.
okay.
So I was like, okay, I'll watch it again. And I watched it again. I'm like, no, I still don't like.
Get it.
I thought Sean Penn crushed it in his role up until the last 20 minutes.
Right.
And but as a Oscar film, should it win? No, it shouldn't.
Okay.
And
Wow. So who do you have win in Begonia?
I have Begonia. Begonia is my pick. Will
That's
it
your
win?
pick.
Probably
Okay.
not. But Begonia is my
Really?
pick. Emma Stone was fantastic. She got a nomination for Best Actress,
Yes.
but Jesse Plemons did not get a nomination for Best Actor.
Oh,
What?
Well, no, he would have been lead because
oh,
he's
right,
the lead
yeah,
in it.
as the male
And
actor. Yeah.
he was phenomenal. Like he's such a great actor, and like this, he absolutely like you buy into his crazy ness and all that. Like I
Right.
mean, yeah. And then going back and after finding out what happens at the end, and then going back and watching it again, you see it from a different perspective, and it's even more interesting seeing it from the perspective after you've watched
Know
it
what
once.
the
Right.
yeah.
You know what the plot twist is.
Right, the plot.
So, which I won't
but
get
you
into.
said
It's still too early.
Sean Penn did get for.
Sean Penn did get a nomination for Best Supporting
supporting.
Actor for One
Interesting.
Battle After Another. So
Interesting.
we'll see if he pulls that out. So
Spicoli.
yeah, but then the other Oscar nominations, it was all like
Fluff.
just the generic stuff, and like I just don't think it's been a good year for Oscar movies.
Were there a lot of foreign films that were nominated?
I think there were only 2 that were in the
Okay.
main Best Picture category, and then one of them was also nominated as Best Foreign Film, and I can't remember which
Okay.
one that was.
Nah,
So-
I don't know either.
Anyway, so I've still got some Oscar watching to do. Those are coming up in March,
Right,
so I've
right.
got still about a month left, and I'll get on top of my Oscar movies.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, Joanne.
That's your job.
Joanne, I
Yes.
need you to inform
gosh.
me because
Okay.
Yeah, he has no
I
clue
know
about this one.
absolutely zero about this next topic.
Yeah.
Nothing. Because I
Okay.
don't watch the news. I don't follow the news. I don't care because I live with my head in the ground like an ostrich.
You're probably
I-
much happier than the rest of
More
us.
than likely.
I
less stress.
stay away from it. So you have to
Yes.
inform me on this woman who's kidnapped.
Yeah, this is an
Holy
interesting one.
Crap. And can I say, as we record,
Yes.
the SWAT team, the FBI, the bomb squad, and somebody else are headed towards
A location?
a location
No.
that will
Okay,
not be
okay. So
announced.
fill
'Cause as
listeners
this
in because I'm
morning,
sure
that
listeners
wasn't-
all know, but what's going on?
Okay, so 10 days ago,
10 days ago. Okay.
Savannah Guthrie, who's on the Today Show,
Yep.
Sure.
She is.
her family reported their mother missing, and her mother is 84
Right.
Okay.
and lives in Arizona and has like a heart condition and has limited mobility, like she uses a cane.
Right.
So everybody at first thought, oh, she must have dementia. She wandered off. 'cause-
Right.
Right? No. She was freaking kidnapped from her bed at 2:00 in the morning.
What?
That's the report.
Well, this is what they know. So this timeline has been established.
Right. Now,
that
the funny thing about it, right, is the cameras, right?
Isn't there?
She had a Ring camera, but didn't
like
sign up for it, so it didn't record.
But did you see the video today?
No,
well,
I saw the video today.
Yeah, I did see that there was a video of a guy at the door or something.
Yes. So they were able. So the timeline's been established. Blah blah blah. The at 1:47 the camera was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
At 2 something it picked up movement. At 2:30 something, her pacemaker disconnected from her phone,
right?
Which meant she was
far enough away from
zone.
It.
Okay.
Well, then there was a spike shortly after 2 a.m. I think that her pacemaker did, which would have been like she was startled or whatever, right?
Right.
So there was also like blood on her front door stoop,
right?
Okay.
And that's like all they knew. And then
that's all they had. No, there was no reports of the car, any kind of cars coming in and out, any deliveries or anything like that.
And no other door cams got anything?
Not that close,
no.
so
they've been like flying blind for like 10 days.
Wow.
They got 2 ransom notes released to the media, released to TMZ, and released to another news outlet, which may or may not have been
factual,
legit, except that there was, because the one that was released to TMZ was a Bitcoin demand, supposedly of $6 million.
Yes.
It's
in Bitcoin.
so weird.
Yeah.
In Bitcoin, and there had been no activity. Well, just about an hour ago, there was some activity on that Bitcoin account.
Oh,
so today, shock. Suddenly, the FBI releases photos and video of the perpetrator. And like Dave said, she didn't have a subscription, so it wasn't recorded. But I guess all of that information goes to the cloud anyway. But it's not easily accessible as if you had a subscription.
Because it still records, but if you don't have an account, you don't have access to it.
You don't.
Right. So they were able to like
pull the footage
piece together. Yeah. Some footage. So they released this afternoon. It's so weird. Like the person is all bundled up with like double jackets, double pants, double gloves,
Arizona,
and a ski mask.
In Arizona.
And you can in Arizona, and you can see like this mustache and these really thin eyebrows.
Ooh, yeah, I'm glad mine are bushy.
Yeah,
and I wasn't in Arizona, so
it's very weird because they're like, these are very manicured eyebrows,
right?
Especially for a man. So this person
of interest
was trying to. He was either ringing the doorbell or he was trying to dismantle the doorbell. Him or her.
Could have been anything.
Goes to the yard and pulls out a bush, like this little bush, and puts that in front of the Ring camera while they try to take it off of the door, I guess. So half of the video is like these leaves and stuff in front.
And now
so
you
bizarre.
know what it felt like to be a tree extra in the Bad Bunny halftime show.
Exactly.
Right. Yes.
Exactly.
Right. Nice.
So anyway, I mean, all this stuff is coming through now. My sister's texting me. It's like elite rescue team is there.
Wow.
They've been around the sister's house like all day, around like within like the block where she lives. And it's all going down tonight.
Gotcha.
Hopefully she's alive. They don't know if she's alive.
Maybe we'll know something later.
She hasn't had her heart medication that she needs to survive for 10 days. I mean, it's like, it's so scary because it sounds like, I can't decide if it's scarier because it's not random or if it is random.
Right.
Like what? And she's just this 84-year-old.
Specifically random.
It seems very specific.
Like her daughter's on TV.
Right. The
Correct.
personal name. And she's been on the show. So recognizable face. So
okay.
Yeah. And I don't know, dude.
All right. Maybe we'll find out more tonight after we sign off.
That's true. Good having a whole update.
A whole,
whole new update.
Whatever.
Hopefully everything's fine.
I'm
well, and it sounds good. Like if the hostage team is going in there, it sounds like she's alive.
Right.
Sure.
It sounds like
They'll
it.
need to do that. Okay.
That's a
Anyway.
50-50. Yeah.
Okay, Dave, tell us about your run-in with the cops this week.
This one's
Speaking
an interesting
of cops
one.
and investigating
So,
things.
You know, our washing machine is dead, so we are getting it repaired. So I took my laundry over to my mom's, and I was just cleaning up and getting done. It was about 9-ish. Right. And a SWAT team. No.
SWAT team came into your mom's house, busting through the windows.
They busted through, stole my laundry. No. So I grabbed all my laundry and got out, started driving home. Now, I can come out of my mom's house and take a right and go through town, or I can take a left and go the back way and go through development. Well, I could have gone.
Dave, don't reveal too much information, because if your mom goes missing,
that's
we don't
true.
want
Oh my
to.
God.
So they'll know.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Right. Okay. So yeah. So
Making me nervous.
I'm sorry about that. We'll edit that out. So I could have turned right, but I went left and found myself in a situation where I'm driving into my development and there's a car at the end of the road. Now the road's probably about a mile, right? Just
But we still got snow and ice on the side shoulders, so
I
it's
was
not
like, okay,
full.
yeah.
Able to
So
get through.
I'm like, okay, no problem, and I'm getting closer and closer, and the car's not moving, and it's got his lights on, and he's in the middle of the road. Dead center in the middle of the road. Now, the way the snow is, though, I can't get up onto the side without getting stuck. Like there was enough snow on both sides, and the plows had gotten it all up.
Right,
on the
you
side.
sent me the picture, and there was
through.
not enough room to pass.
So I'm coming up, and I'm like, is this guy gonna? What is going on? So I'm about 3 or 4 car lengths away, and I stop. I thought, oh, you know what? I can't call 911. I'll just call the non-emergency. Call the non-emergency, get forwarded to Loudoun Sheriff. They say, okay, this doesn't seem right. Don't approach the car. Stay in your car. But I said, I have nowhere to go because I can't get by anyway.
Right.
I could back up all the way, but I mean, I'm right here. My house is like 2 feet away. So I'm like, all this is happening. And so I'm just waiting. And they said they're going to send some sheriffs. Well, I swear it was like 3 minutes and 2 cop cars pull up behind me. No lights. They just pull up behind me. And I don't know how they knew I wasn't the person. I don't know why, but they pulled directly right up in front of me to get between me and the car that was in the middle of the road.
Right.
Both of them. So I was like, okay, perfect. They jump out of the car and they walk up to the door to the guy screaming.
Like ICE agents.
Yes, screaming to open his window, roll down his window, put the car in park, just screaming and then saying they were going to break the window in. And I was like, what is happening? So the whole time I was sitting there, the car hadn't moved at all. Then in like 2 minutes, the car starts drifting backwards and turning a little. And I went, oh my gosh, what is happening? So it turns out that they finally get this guy to stop. And it was a guy, stop the car, get him out of the car. And then realized that he'd been drinking a little too much wherever he was. And we do have a winery that's right around the corner, but we also had parties. It's a Saturday, so more than likely.
I was saying this is like in the middle of the night.
It is 9-something at night. And I didn't get home until like 10:30 because all this is playing out. And I still can't get by. Like I cannot drive by this thing. And plus at that point, I just wanted to see what the hell was going to happen. So nosy. So they get this guy handcuffed and get him into the back of the car, and then finally walk over to me to let me know what's going on. And I said, well, is there anything going? Is he okay? Because the first thing I thought was distress, like someone was having some kind of distress in the car, which is why I didn't really want to walk up on it. But I also wanted to make sure that someone was coming to see what was happening. Yeah. If the car was 3 feet to the left, I'd have probably driven by going, okay, well, whatever. You know, I wouldn't even thought about it because he was just parked. He was like on the side.
Yeah, but since he was blocking the way.
Center in the roadway, and I didn't want to get in the middle of anything that might have been happening because I couldn't see into the car either because the lights were in my face. I couldn't see if there were multiple people in the car either, so I didn't know. But there was a lot of screaming going on right off the bat, and then they finally get it under control, come back, get my information, then ask the guy if they could move the car, and then they move the car because if I didn't, I'd have been waiting for the tow. And I would have been there for another half an hour or so. Yeah. So, yeah, but luckily they were able to move the car. So there we go.
Gotcha.
Very interesting, but thank you,
under
Loudoun
the
Sheriff.
Influence. He was just drunk.
Oh, yeah. Because Lisa went out and checked the blotter, the police blotter for the town, and it turned out that it was reported that he was under the influence and was arrested for DUI and, a whole bunch of stuff.
And arrested.
There was a whole bunch of stuff.
Taken away.
Yeah.
There you go. Doing your civic duty.
He will be going to court, I guess.
To report drunk people stopped in your way.
Right. Perfect.
Cool.
Yes. I was doing it the other way, thinking maybe if someone was having a problem because they were dead stopped and I didn't know if they were on the break or not.
Dave,
and I
the
didn't
sympathetic one. Oh,
I
he's
was the
worried
first
about
thing I
him.
thought.
Is he okay?
Or get the
Always
F out of my
worried.
way.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Sling your ass
get the F out of
home.
my way. I wanna go home.
Damn
Like,
tired.
what the hell's
I've been
this
doing laundry
shit?
for the last 4 hours.
Jesus.
Yes. God damn it. Yeah. So there was that. So,
All right, let's dive into 1982. We're diving in.
1982.
So I picked, or I got on the spinner. I got music again. For 82, which I was very happy about because 82
you
was
were ready.
I was 11 years old, and I was definitely, music was becoming a very big part of my life at that time. Because MTV debuted in 81, August of 81. I remember watching MTV when it first came out, and when it went for 24 hours and all that stuff. And music, yes, a huge part of my life. So the stuff in 82. The first one that came to mind, and because I heard this on the other day on the 80s channel, is "You Dropped the Bomb on Me" by the Gap Band.
Oh, the Gap Band, yes.
Yeah.
And years ago, maybe like 15, 20 years ago at this point, I was out one day, and it was like the lunchtime, just like on normal, FM radio, some channel. They were doing their lunchtime, throwback where they would play 80 songs, and this request came in, and they would pick up the phone, to get call and request, and this person's voice was, "Could you play the Gap Band? You Dropped the Bomb on Me?" It was almost very Cartman-esque,
right?
From South Park, but like it was like, "Could you play
ready to
the
play.
Gap Band? You Dropped the Bomb on Me?" And it was like, wow, you dropped a bomb on me. But it was just the funniest thing to hear this little
voice
come out
for
like,
that.
Could I just you could drop the bomb on me?
I just this.
Play the Gap Band.
That sound like Cartman.
Ski guys home.
Nice.
Also, another one that came on was Foreigner. Foreigner's 4 record
big
was
time.
huge that year. They had something like 4 singles,
7 songs off
or
that
something.
that I just love.
Yeah. So, but Waiting for a Girl Like You. I've been waiting.
Yeah, definitely.
Just for me, that was like, that's what love songs were about.
Not really the ballad before the ballad came out. Right?
Yeah.
Because that was kind of less ballady.
It was just, but it was like a love song. And like in my head, I'm like, this is what love is like. You're waiting for a girl like you to come into you. Oh my gosh, this is like, so, and I've said this for years. Lou Gramm, the lead singer of Foreigner, one of the best rock voices ever. He had just such a just the power, the voice, everything. I love Lou Gramm from Foreigner. Also, that came out that year was Centerfold by Jay Giles Band.
Oh my gosh!
And the music video for Centerfold by Jay Giles Band definitely opened my eyes to women.
Oh,
as a young man.
Wow, nice.
Because in the video, it's a bunch of high school girls in lingerie dancing around on in a schoolroom on
the
desktops,
videos,
and it was before the hairband, all that stuff. But it was like
early on.
But Jay Giles Band, they're sitting in this classroom and talking about his angel is a centerfold, and like there's this girl literally in lingerie, and I'm just like.
And you're like, high school is going to be amazing.
I'm like, a little tingly.
Little
down
tingly.
There, huh?
Well, like, what's happening? What is? I mean,
I don't need
you
to
get
know
it.
this.
Every once in a while.
That?
What the? Yes, it happens.
No.
It happens, big
Anyway.
man. But yes.
But that was a funny one, because that was, like I said, opened my eyes to the female.
Well, a lot of those songs were the ones that they played at the roller rink when you did roller skating.
The roller rink.
Yeah,
yes.
so there was a couple of roller rinks in our area, and it was a Saturday occurrence. Yeah, you did the 5 to 7, and you got dropped off, and then you got picked up and
go to the roller rink.
Yeah, hang out at the roller rink. Spend about $1 or something on food and arcades and
$1 on food.
You love it,
dude. I know.
You
only need $5 and you were covered for the day.
Oh my god, that was like, oh my gosh! And then the same scenario where you'd go to like Time Out over at the Springfield Mall.
At the mall and go to the arcade stuff.
Yeah, the arcades.
Also that year, Billy Idol, White Wedding.
Yeah.
Which his stuff, White Wedding and Dancing with Myself, and when those come on the radio and I still hear them, they still hold up Like
Yeah,
Rebel
me
Yell.
too.
Eyes
I mean,
Without a
it
Face.
still holds. Yeah, Eyes Without a Face was also in 82.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that. I feel like those were
It should have
such
been
a
later.
part.
Later or
Yeah,
earlier?
because it was
Yeah.
such a part
Like
of
85,
my teenage
86-ish.
years.
Mm.
Yeah. And like you said, we were 11
11.
and singing along to like White Wedding. What?
Yes,
yeah,
but
exactly.
some of those
in
songs,
Centerfold.
Yeah, but if you think about it, some of those songs, because they were videoized, they actually lingered on MTV. Like you also had
True,
the Friday night
you'd still-
videos and those
Yep,
types of
Friday
things. So
night
those
videos.
videos still kind of lingered. So that might
HBO
be
had,
why you think that.
HBO had Video Jukebox. That was their
Yes.
video channel.
Yeah,
thing on HBO.
exactly. And they all did it, and you would get that repeat on it on some of
Yeah.
them. So that's probably why you think that they were older, or
Because you still
think?
saw them.
Yeah.
You still got them in
several years
rotation
later,
because they didn't
'cause-
have too many early on.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
Yeah.
they were on the radio forever.
Oh, more
yeah.
than likely
All
too,
this
right?
was-
In the top
we just
40,
didn't have
so.
as many records back then either. I feel like our selection wasn't as great.
I remember that year was probably the year I actually started buying 45 singles.
I had the 45 centerfold.
Because I've got that one too. And I remember going in the store repeatedly because it was sold out every time that I went in. And when I finally got a copy of it, was Joan Jett and the Blackhearts' I Love Rock and Roll.
I love it. Yeah.
Oh my
That-
gosh.
because that
that
was-
might have been my first one too.
Right.
Wow.
And it was like, but it took me like 3 weeks of going to the record store to finally, because they were sold out of it. And it finally came in. I was like, I got a copy.
Well, that was your single, right? What was
Yeah, that
what
was a 45
the LP?
single.
What was your LP?
Oh,
that
the
you
first
got?
LP vinyl?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. The first one that I can remember buying was Prince's 1999 double album.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on
Really?
vinyl.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was probably
Corey
80.
Hart.
That was probably
Corey
83.
Hart. Yeah, that's a good
Corey
one.
Hart wasn't until like 85 though,
That was the
right?
first
Yeah, but
86.
I didn't make any money back then. I had to.
Okay.
Your parents didn't go
Didn't
out and
have
buy
an allowance,
anything?
or-
Wow.
I had to. No, I don't remember. I must have had an allowance.
That's how your
You must
parents
have.
kept you in the dark.
But I remember having to babysit
yes.
Okay.
Well, you had
and
money
save
then.
money to go buy that
To go buy the Corey Hart Boy in the Box
Wow.
album.
Wow.
No, was it Boy in the Box or was that the
I
first
thought
one?
Boy in the Box was the first record. Yeah, they
No,
had
I
Never
think-
Surrender and Wear My Sunglasses at Night. And
Yeah.
Oh, is that the first one?
I'm thinking.
I think so.
Well, they might have
I
a
don't know.
correction next week.
I don't know.
So
We might have it.
Maybe our fact checker could look into that.
that would be
The
fun.
fact checker is looking.
Okay, cool. So do you know what the number one single
Number
of that year was?
Of 82.
Any
1982.
guesses? In 1982, the number one single, it was played relentlessly. And I know the video also helped with it being number one. And it was, ready?
Video
Olivia-
radio star.
Olivia Newton.
Oh.
Olivia Newton-John, if I could talk,
Yeah,
Physical.
We were trying to give our guesses.
Oh,
but
yes.
Because it was her in the little workout leotard
Yes.
and all the
Mhm.
women in it in the
Yep.
workout like in Let's Get
Well,
Physical.
Jazzercise was a big thing.
Right,
so that's
Jazzercise
what
was
it
Yeah.
huge then.
Yeah.
So yeah, Olivia Newton-John's Physical was the number one single of the year that year.
Nice.
Number two, and this is also a mega hit, Survivor's Eye of the Tiger
Eye of the Tiger.
was number two.
Nice.
Maybe
Rockies.
if they had put some girls in their video, because I think the video for that was just the guys.
guys in the
Yeah,
they
and
were
their
just
hair and their,
singing.
doing- yeah. Then number three was I Love Rock and Roll.
Mhm, mhm.
Four, Ebony and Ivory, Paul McCartney and Michael
that was a
Jackson.
good one.
Right.
Yeah.
Then Jay Giles' Centerfold was number five.
Nice.
Human League, Don't You Want Me?
Oh, don't you want
Yep.
me, baby? Yes.
And then back-to-back John Cougar songs with Jack
Really?
and Diane and Hurts So Good.
oh yeah, yeah.
Those
yeah.
were 7 and 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Abracadabra by Steve Miller
I
Band.
love that one.
Yeah, that was a great one. I actually, tonight when I was making dinner, I turned on my Amazon Music and just said, play hits from 1982.
Well, yeah.
And
Oh, yeah, so you
Abracadabra
could
came
hear some
on.
of
And yeah. And,
So the line in that one that kind of always threw me was black panties with an angel's face.
oh, yeah.
Were the panties have an angel's face, or was she wearing
Or
panties
was
with
it
an
black?
angel's face?
Black panties and an angel's face.
Yes.
Maybe.
Is
okay.
it?
So
Okay.
So the
You
angel's
always
face.
confuse
So
me.
there's not little angels on the panties.
That's
is
what
you're
I
saying.
thought when
Right.
I was a kid.
Oh,
'Cause you were
okay.
like, wait, is
We'll
it
have to get into that
or is it-
misheard lyrics as
Right,
well
misheard.
that stand out to us. Like, what did
That
you
was a good
just
one.
say?
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
that was always
yes.
one that
That's
I
a
was
good
like,
one.
what the?
Okay. Hard to Say I'm Sorry by Chicago. Tainted Love by Soft Cell.
Oh, yes.
Vangelis, Chariots of Fire.
Oh, yeah.
Quarter Flash, Harden My Heart. Do you remember that by Quarter Flash?
Yep.
Kind of.
I think...
Heart in my heart.
Okay, yes. Okay,
thank you, yes.
Yep.
And you singing it with the country drawl.
Yeah,
is
that was
very
great.
good.
Yeah, I
that
thought
actually
that was
made it.
My heart.
That actually made it.
Yeah.
I actually triggered it in my head. Yes.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Excellent.
Oh, speaking of country twang voices, we'll pause, holding pause.
Oh, now we're out of
side
82.
tangent.
Now we're
Side
back
tangent.
to...
Have you guys watched Hunting Wives on Netflix?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
That was the big discussion over the weekend.
Okay, so
with the girls.
was that show like not just a total train wreck that you couldn't look away from?
Aren't
Or
they
what?
all like that? The wives ones? Aren't they all like
But
that?
no. It's a scripted show. It's not
It's
not a
book.
Real Housewives thing.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a scripted show, and what's his name? Dermot Mulroney's in it,
Yes.
and
Machen Amick.
Who?
no, she's not in it.
Malin Ackerman.
Malin Ackerman is in it. Brittany Snow.
You're getting there.
Yeah, Brittany Snow. So it literally, I'm watching the first because I was like, I need another show to watch. So I watched the first episode, and first of all, didn't know that it was a scripted show. I thought it was like Real
really?
Housewives, whatever and I'm like, they're hunting wives? What the hell is this? So I'm watching going, oh, okay, it's a scripted show. Okay, got it. I'm into it. I got to the 5th episode. And I'm like, why the fuck am I still watching this?
It still had you.
And I then wrapped it up on Sunday night when I got home after the Super Bowl.
So you watched the whole thing.
So I watched all 80 episodes. But by episode 5, I'm like, why am I still fucking watching this? But yet, as soon as it ends, I'm like, let me start the next one.
Dang it.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
a good show.
No, it's not. It's terrible.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Terrible.
Hunting
good.
wives. Is that
Hunting
what it
wives.
is?
Yes.
It is. It definitely, like, that's what we were talking about over the weekend. We were like, we all have watched it or started to watch it.
That's crazy.
And some of the ladies were like, it was too much.
It's painful at points to watch because it's so bad.
But you continue to watch
exactly. And that's what Dave, you'll have to watch it now too. Now that,
I don't know.
Well,
oh my
Dave
God,
know?
you have plenty of time to watch things. And
Dave,
you have Netflix.
it's very gratuitous.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just say that.
Oh,
yes.
Very
yes?
gratuitous.
Oh, okay.
Right. Exactly. No, I won't say anything more.
Okay.
Anyway, back to our list. So then was Roseanne by Toto.
Okay. Yep.
Daryl Hall and John Oates, I Can't Get No. Then
I
this
can't
one.
get no.
I can't get, or I can't, oh no, so I can't go for that.
There
no
we
can
go.
do. Oh my God, if I could read.
No can do.
Jesus.
There we
Gummy
go.
has kicked in. Oh my gosh.
Blew right through that
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Then this one, which this song was a big controversy because it's the whole reason that nowadays on TVs, movies, and radio, that you can't say any phone number has to start with a 555.
Jenny.
And it was 8675309 Jenny by Tommy Two-Tone. Because that was actually numbers in different area codes.
Oh, yeah.
And
but
people
they all
would
called them.
But yeah, and then people would like crank call them like, oh, is Jenny there?
Right.
And then like they finally had to universally disconnect that number.
Right.
And they they actually have a law that as like an artist, you can't write in a phone number like that. It has to be like a 555-113-2828 or, something like, something. It all has to have a 555 in it or something like that. So anyway, do you remember You Hear How She Talks About You by Melissa Manchester?
No.
Okay.
You should hear how she talks about you.
Wow, you're good on the calls, man.
Seriously.
I didn't know. I recognized that because she was singing it like that.
So then number 19, Waiting for a Girl Like You, Foreigner.
Right.
Don't Talk to Strangers, Rick Springfield. There was Juice Newton. This came on the playlist. Willie Nelson's Always on My Mind.
Yes.
So beautiful.
Oh.
It's a beautiful song.
It is a good one.
And it came on tonight and I was like, I haven't actually like listened to this song in like a long time.
These songs are really getting to you this week.
They are.
Like
Well,
you're
he's
having
Mr. Music.
strong
This was-
emotions.
you really need to think that this is Pern's wheelhouse.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
So, and then
So-
the flashbacks are even more. 'Cause
Well,
you know
and-
they bring memories back.
So going further down, way down the list is Kenny Rogers,
Right.
and I heard a Kenny Rogers song. I don't remember. It wasn't the Gambler. It was his other hit. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what it was. Anyway, I heard it the other night, and I realized that Kenny Rogers' range vocally was never that big. Because he sings
That makes
like
sense.
this,
Yeah.
I'm the gambler. And then he sings like this, I'm the gambler. And that's his range.
Yeah, makes sense.
And I was like, how did he make so much money off his like octave and a half vocal range?
I think it's not so much
It's the emotion.
Yeah, I believe that's the story.
I guess.
Of
I mean,
songs
I still get
too.
chills with him and Dolly when they sing about
Islands
the ski
in the
chalet.
Screen?
No, the ski chalet, the Christmas one that they do.
Yeah,
that
remember
one.
that one. Yeah. That's funny.
Anyway, other things, the police, everything she does is magic. It was such a huge year with Kool and the Gang, the Go-Go's Vacation,
You're
Van
just-
Hale's Pretty Woman came out
diving in.
that year.
Would that be Belinda Carlisle?
No,
the Go-Go's, yes, Belinda Carlisle
It was
is with the Go-Go's.
that one.
It
That's
is.
Belinda Carlisle. Yeah.
Yeah. Journey's Don't Stop Believin' was 82.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny Rogers, Love Will Turn You Around. Yeah.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah. The Commodores, Jackson Brown, Flock of Seagulls, I Ran, So Far Away. That's still a huge, like.
That was 82.
That was
Gosh.
82. I know.
So
right?
much.
So much.
It really was like the introduction of like new wave and stuff.
Yeah, it was. It
There
was
was a
definitely.
lot of-
There was a lot of
a
different
mix.
branches going off a tree in different directions with music
Right.
in 82.
Right.
Right,
You would almost
right,
think
right.
visually because of MTV and all that and the
'Cause-
videos, they were able to artistically add the music to it.
Right, because you still had like yacht rock was phasing out. That 70s, late 70s rock was phasing out, which Abracadabra was that's
yes,
one
that
of
was
those
there.
one of those types.
Right.
And then then new wave was coming in with with all that, but then you still had like the rocker guys. You had Hall and Oates and Lindsey Buckingham. I think put a solo single out from Fleetwood Mac that year. So. Yeah. Oh, and then Freeze Frame by Jay Giles Band too. They had their two hits.
Freeze
Right.
frame.
That was
Came
the B-side.
Yeah. Do You Believe in Love by Huey Lewis and the News? That was 82.
Do you believe in love? I can sing for
I know.
all of them.
She could
There
just
we
sing.
go.
I know.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Think I'm in Love by Eddie Money. Do you know that one?
No.
I think I'm in love.
Oh, yeah.
And I
That, see,
can't- yeah.
now, sing it and I
There you
get
go.
it.
I don't know
We're
that
gonna
one.
get sued for all the singing.
I know all the, you're just tying them all together.
Is it like 5 seconds? Are we okay?
Is it?
It's actually less 1 measure. It's 4 bars.
Is
So
it?
Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
you're
we're
not
good.
allowed to.
How does Instagram do that? Because you
I
can
don't
put
know.
music on the back of all your stuff and then
I don't know.
they do
It's
like
That's a
approved.
whole nother. That's a whole nother thing.
Okay.
Anyway, so that was a big year, 82, definitely for
Nice.
music and me getting into music and it becoming one of my.
It was your year.
It was
So
my year.
That's the thing. Do you want to be the music person? Because it seems like that's a good tie-in and you really have
I would
a
love to be
connection
the
with
music
it.
person, but I also think there needs to be some weeks where I get
perspective
where
of it.
where like this week, Joanne has sports and leisure. That's
Right.
so out of her
Yeah,
wheelhouse, and I
that's
think
so
I think
crazy.
we
That's true. I
I
can't
think
wait.
we need to have each have that. Like when we have
Yes.
something out of our wheelhouse to see what we bring.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised
Agreed.
when I get
Yeah.
music and it's crap. So just
That's
be
fine.
prepared.
That's fine. I'll jump
Dave's
in.
like,
I'll jump in with my stories. That's
There's
fine.
There was
this, that,
nothing
that. I
from
hope you like it.
1984.
I hope you
Yeah,
liked
it
it.
wouldn't matter.
Did David Lee Roth tour that
Here we
year?
go.
No. Okay. It sucked.
How many airplanes were
That
there?
year sucked.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait till we get some of those.
So Joanne, hit us with some sports and leisure.
Oh,
Hey.
I can't wait.
I actually have some good sports. I was very proud of myself that I
Me
knew
too.
about these sports.
82
Okay.
There was a 57-day player strike
football.
in football.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And there were only 9 games in
Yeah.
1982,
Yeah. You know who
which
won?
led to who winning the Super Bowl
Yes, the Redskins won.
Yeah.
and
And they
who
were the Redskins then.
and who was the MVP.
Doug Williams, wasn't it?
Nope.
Not 82. No.
Oh, 82.
No, that was John Riggins.
Mark Mosley, the
Mark
kicker.
Mosley.
Kicker.
The kicker should have gotten the MVP on Sunday.
Oh, because he had 6
For this
freaking
Super
field
Bowl.
goals.
Yeah,
Look
seriously.
how I tied that all together.
That was a good one, Joanne.
That was a good one. Good.
I was
one.
very proud of
Nice.
myself.
Yes,
Yeah,
perfect.
the kicker
Um,
should have
the
for the
kicker
Seahawks
probably
should have
could've.
got. He scored the most
should.
points in
Yes.
that game.
Exactly.
Yeah. It was, yeah. Anyway.
Oh, it's not other side topic quick since we're still on Super Bowl, touching base on it. So, and I told this today beforehand, when Bad Bunny started, he came out with the football in his arms.
Yes.
And he actually moved around and went more yardage than the New England Patriots had the entire game in rushing yards.
Amazing.
So Bad Bunny rushed for more yards than the New England Patriots.
Wow.
So, okay, just sorry, had to side topic. Okay.
The Raiders moved from Oakland to Los Angeles in 1982. Yet I still call them the Oakland Raiders.
You do.
Right. Now that they're in Vegas. Even though
I don't know where they are.
They went to now
they're in
3
Vegas.
more places.
It has literally been almost 50
But they're still
years.
like the Oakland Raiders. Yeah.
They're still the
But they're in
Oakland Raiders.
Vegas.
Right.
The Las Vegas Raiders.
Right. And they still kind of hold on to their little themes of armed guys in the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Cal Ripken played his first game.
Of the streak.
Oh, wow.
Remember his streak of playing all those games?
Yeah, I've got
a
metal street sign that says Cal Ripken Way and has the whatever 5,183 or something on it. Yeah.
Did you know his mother was kidnapped?
Cal Ripken?
Carjacked.
Are you kidding?
What? Yes.
What's with all these famous
And there was no
mothers?
door cams then.
I know.
No.
How did they even find her?
Did she live or did you?
Yeah, because later she got carjacked.
That's crazy.
Oh, I thought you said she got kidnapped.
She did.
By being
She
carjacked.
No, two separate events.
Separate events. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
I gotcha.
Isn't that crazy?
Cal Ripken's
That's
mom.
crazy. Where's she?
That is
Ooh,
crazy.
I tell you.
Gosh, you might want to move her somewhere.
Baltimore.
else.
She was living in Baltimore.
Was she though?
Was she?
I don't know. I don't know. That's
She
where
could
he
have been
played his whole
anywhere.
career. So
He
that's,
did, but yes.
Aberdeen, Maryland. No, she
There
was
you
in
go.
Aberdeen.
Aberdeen.
Held for 24 hours at gunpoint.
Good Lord.
Returned unharmed.
Wow.
And then she was carjacked at another time.
Good
That's crazy.
Lord.
It's
I can't imagine.
Some
what
people are
goes
just
around
targets.
comes
So
around.
that's like being in a
People
plane
are
crash
targets.
twice. The odds of it
True.
happening are
Right?
slim to none. And it's-
Right.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
It's
Okay.
crazy. So those are my sports
That was
current
your-
events of today.
Okay, cool.
True.
Way to
There was a
cross
good
that
overlap.
over. Yeah, that
Yes,
was a nice,
good
nice
tie-in.
segues.
Good
and,
tie-in.
yeah,
Good
It's
awesome.
very
tie-in.
proud.
Okay, Dave, so you've got food.
Okay, yeah.
One
so
of your wheelhouse.
all of my, it seems to be that I can get tons of information. So the food trends of 1982, we decided that pasta salads were a big thing.
Okay.
And quiche.
Wow.
Quiche became a big thing.
Yeah.
It seemed to be all over the place. Cajun style made its eruption in 82. And then we found yuppie foods like sun-dried tomato, pesto, pasta, and brie.
Yeah.
Became a big thing of trendy people. And that was
Trendy.
before, Instagram and you take pictures and all those stuff.
Yeah.
That was last year or the last time.
Okay.
Foods that were introduced, Crystal Light made its first
Crystal
foray.
Light.
Pudding Pops, which is an interesting tie-in.
Jello pudding pops?
Jello pudding
Oh, I
pops.
missed the
yes.
Jello pudding pops.
I know, I do too.
Put
Those
the
were so
pudding
good.
pop and the
Yeah.
jello and the thing and the bug. And the...
Diet Coke.
Sorry, that was a horrible Bill Cosby
That was close though.
impersonation. That was terrible.
I don't think you need a good Bill Cosby, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. I don't need to pay him
you
any
don't need to,
tribute.
no.
That's for sure.
Diet Coke was released for the first time. They decided to cut back on the sugar and release Diet Coke.
Really?
Yes. Bud Light was another just starter.
Wow.
Then-
Yeah, because it had been straight Budweiser.
Yeah, it always been Bud.
The red, white,
right?
and blue can.
Yeah,
and
so they
the-
decided let's make less calories. And
Because
then,
of aerobics.
yeah, more than like the
Exactly.
jazzercise,
Let's get
get
physical.
everybody drinking.
Mhm.
And then French's bold and spicy brown mustard was the first release. So that's that there.
Interesting.
I had some different newses. Convenience food was a big one. Tuna casserole and Kraft macaroni and cheese, which actually came out in 1937, and the blue box was 1954. But it seemed because of the convenience foods that needed to be prepared in 82, because we were kind of on the go all the time, that it made a big push of Kraft making all the blue box.
Yeah.
Potato skins, which had their start in the early 70s, but began, the restaurants were trying to find appetizers, things like
Yeah.
that. So potato skins became a thing.
Bennigan's
Pizza
always
rolls.
had the potato skins.
I got food poisoning from them. I don't want to say it was Bennigan's, but it was a appetizer.
I think they're out of business. It's
They
okay.
are. Oh, is it?
It's okay.
Yeah. It was them. And I failed a couple of my courses because it was during finals week of my
And
exams.
you had food poisoning.
And I got
Hold
food
your head up.
poisoning, and I could barely make it to the tests. So yeah,
Fucking Bennigan's.
damn it, screwed my perfect.
You ended
grade
up.
average.
You ended up doing okay in the long run.
I finally got help. Yeah.
You're right.
The Florida Strawberry Growers Association was started.
Okay.
So they had that. The first genetically engineered crop plant was created. It happened to be a tomato. It was the first genetically engineered plant. Like they.
I thought you said
crap
crap plant.
Crop.
Yeah, same.
Oh, crop. I thought you said crap, like poo.
Was I reading
That's
too
what I
fast?
thought. I was very
Engineered crop
confused.
plant.
I know. You
Okay.
had Joanna and I
Crap,
both
crap,
confused
crap,
on that.
Crap. Yeah, it was a tomato. I don't know if you remember that because there was a large stink about it and the news went all crazy that now we're going to create all these different weird plants and we're not going to be able to eat them because they're going to cross-pollinate all these genetic engineered stuff. And anyway, and then of course, I believe the movie Attack of the Killer Tomatoes was part of that. No, it wasn't. But and Newman's own products were released, started.
Wow, that long ago.
Yeah, and the proceeds went to charity, like all the profits.
Oh,
every
right. I remember. Yeah.
All the profits.
Yeah.
I think that's still the case.
Yes.
I think it is.
I think so too.
And I did find this news report. This was interesting. A cow in Cuba named Ubre Blanca set a world record when it would produce 28 gallons of milk in one day.
Oh my gosh.
Holy cow.
Which is about
Holy.
4.
You just got your own joke.
I just told you just made your laugh
no
by
pun
yourself.
intended. Sorry,
That's awesome.
Joanne. That was great.
And that's about 4 times an average cow's daily output. Ubre Blanca later set the record for total output during a 305-day lactation period of 6,400 gallons. That's a lot of milk.
Well,
from
that is
one
that's,
cow.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't even
fathom
imagine
that. I don't even know.
Wouldn't
that's
know
all
if
I
I
got.
wanted to imagine
And
that.
that's all the food stuff I got.
Gotcha. Well, I had current events of 1982.
Ooh.
And the only reason I remember the top story.
Someone who doesn't follow news.
Yeah, for somebody who doesn't follow
This is,
news.
Again, out
let
of
me
your
tell you the
wheelhouse. So
current
this
events
is totally different. So
of
you had
82.
music, and now we're swinging the pendulum.
I know that there is a limited series or a docudrama or something on Netflix about this, and it was the Tylenol murders in Chicago.
Yeah, they
Yes.
were injecting
it
into
was cyanide laced Tylenol capsules, and it led to a nationwide panic. And how are your pills safe, and
how would you
product
know?
recalls and tampering. It changed the rules on all of that
everything,
stuff.
all of the the tamper-proof bottles and everything now.
But there is a Netflix miniseries or docudrama or something about it that just came out within the past, I think, 6 months. So that's the only reason I had heard of it is because of that. Next was the AT&T breakup, where the Department of Justice,
the baby bells all split up.
Exactly, settled a 7-year antitrust case against AT&T, resulting in them to diversify the 22 Bell system companies.
Yep.
Are we better off now?
We do
that
have choices.
decision.
We do
Before
have,
there wasn't too many choices.
It was Ma Bell.
Right, we had to go with who was
it.
in the area.
I feel like it's just too confusing now. There's too much choice.
Yeah,
too much
between
choice.
Verizon,
I don't like
AT&T,
choice. I don't
like all
and
those choices.
T-Mobile. Yeah,
Always crazy.
Yeah.
Don't want to.
way too much.
We don't want to.
Too much.
I don't know. I like my
Lower prices
Verizon.
or
I'm okay
anything.
with Verizon. So Verizon, if you're listening, I can use a new phone.
Verizon. Yes.
Send me an iPhone 17 at P.O. Box. Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be great. What else happened? John Hinckley Jr.'s verdict was in June of that year.
Oh, it
and
was.
He was found not guilty by reason of insanity
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the
Lovely.
attempted assassination on Ronald Reagan.
I just listened to a podcast, this one I listened to called First Degree, and they have people on who are like crime adjacent.
Right.
Like they know
They know too much.
criminal. No, they like know the criminal. So they had this girl on who, I forget where she worked, but John Hinckley came in every day now that he's been released and he's living in like Charlottesville.
Right.
Oh, wow.
He comes in with his brother all the time, and this girl's like, "Oh, he's the nicest man." Blah, blah. She's like, "I had no idea who he was."
It was him.
Oh, right. That it was.
No,
Wow.
His past. I'm sure
Yeah.
there's a lot of people.
And
like
they
that.
dug into I didn't know a lot of his history before the assassination.
Right.
and like how he begged his parents to send him to Princeton to go to school because that's where Jodie Foster went. Like he was obsessed with her.
That.
Like
I remember that
way back. It was very interesting to learn about
and
how
he didn't even know
how
she
it
was
came
gay.
to be. I know. I bet he's like, oh,
Seriously.
that was a big mistake.
Gotcha.
Well, he knows now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so other things that year. So this was local for us. It was the Air Florida crash, the Flight 90 that crashed into the Potomac
gosh.
River.
Bridge.
Yeah, into the
Remember that
14th Street
day.
Bridge and then the Potomac River.
That was a cold one too.
Yeah.
Because that was
crazy. Do you remember the
problem.
snow
Yeah.
that day?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
And we got I think we were stuck at school
Mm-hmm.
because I remember they brought in televisions for us to watch because the buses couldn't get to school.
Right,
to pick
because
us
it was a
up.
storm that started midday, and then they said,
Yeah.
"Oh, we're
And
going
we
to
got
close
stuck.
early," and then it was that ice and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. But,
And my dad was working downtown then.
Mhm.
He didn't work downtown very often and happened to be down there. And of course, we couldn't get in touch with him. No cell phones, whatever.
Yeah.
He couldn't get out because of the snow and then because of the crash.
Right.
Yeah.
So that
there was no
like-
way out of the city because
there was no.
getting
Yeah.
out. You're right. It was. So also USA Today, the newspaper launched in '82.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and now Print's dead. It doesn't
Right.
matter. Did you see the thing about how they canned everybody in the sports department at the Washington Post?
Did you hear that they left all those
Yes.
people overseas too when they closed it?
Oh,
they
you
really?
serious?
They didn't.
Wow.
They didn't ship them back. They didn't give them money to come back either.
Oh my gosh!
There
I
were
cannot
some
believe
people
that.
in war zones and things. Yeah, I heard.
Man,
Oh
when we
my
do the
God.
2026 episode, it's going to be hot.
Oh my gosh!
in
Yes,
30
right?
years?
Exactly.
Holy
Oh
When we
my
get there.
goodness! You wait.
Anyway, and then the big movie that year that was released was E.T. So, and E.T. was in the
and
box
you
office.
stole my
E.T..
start because that's how I go into
there,
movies.
Well, there you go. That's a nice
That's
little. That'll be the segue.
It is.
Well, actually, no. We go to Joanne next.
Yeah, that's true.
So Joanne,
Okay, you're gonna
innovations.
segue onto me.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna innovate
Okay.
us, and then we're gonna segue into E.T.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this one's for my husband. Shout out. Electronic Arts was founded in 1982.
Yay! man.
Yay.
Nice.
So the big
in
thing
the
in
game.
82 was Valley Girl Speak. That was
Oh,
when
Valley
it
Girl.
really
True.
started.
Valley Girls
Like,
Speak Out. Like
You
totally.
know,
Right.
gag me with a
Rad.
spoon.
Gag me. Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Grotesque.
terms of fashion, we were disco and punk were kind of fading out, and it was like morphing to like a more upbeat version of punk at that point. So
Right.
it was like bright sunglasses, the teased hair was big, the like crazy makeup,
Were shoulder pads
neon,
coming in yet?
shoulder pads, giant shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Stirrup pants, if anybody remembers stirrup
Right.
pants or parachute pants.
Oh yeah, the parachute
Parachutes.
pants, absolutely.
Those are in.
Because breaking was huge.
Breaking.
Yes,
Breakdancing. You got your parachute
breakdancing,
pants.
exactly.
Doot, doot,
Breakdancing came out.
doot, doot, doot.
I have some popular baby names.
Oh,
okay.
perfect.
Yeah,
They were Michael, Christopher, Matthew, and Jason.
I know all of
And
them.
for
That's-
girls, Jennifer, Jessica, Amanda, and Sarah.
Yep, I know all of them too.
I knew them. Yeah.
Yep.
So there you go. That's my trends in pop culture.
Nice.
Basically, it was like, it's very hard to do trends of one year of the 80s because it's
They
all the
overlap.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was kind of tough.
Cool. So that extraterrestrial,
Yeah, E.T.
that
man.
little guy.
I'm telling you,
E.T..
number one at the box
Oh,
office in
oh.
82 definitely
Yeah.
did some good money, 359 mil. Now, remember we were talking about how it seems like the money wasn't there, but I think a lot of it is how much tickets were at
Oh,
the
yeah.
time.
Oh,
So
yeah,
it
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
held
In
everything back a
82,
little
what
bit.
were they, like
so
$3 or
three-
something?
Yes,
if
they
that,
were
right?
$3. That's exactly right. That's I learned that
So
today.
more than likely, that's why the numbers never seem to kind of compare to anything anywhere else. But it did hold number one for quite a while.
Oh, okay.
And I have some interesting facts about each movie that we go down the list here. So that was number one. M&M's passed on doing the product placement for that. And we all know it was Reese's.
And then it went to Reese's, which
Yeah.
which Reese's was a very new product.
Yes, very
And
new.
it was their way to get.
This was almost their launch.
Yeah.
They
Oh.
accounted for 65% of a sales boost after appearing in the film.
Wow.
Reese's Pieces.
Yep. And I think that's why they're still kind of popular is because they kind of got a following. And I remember them as a kid, so then
Yeah.
I'm still buying them. So
Yeah, I love Reese's
Totally.
Pieces. That's
I
my
do,
movie
too.
candy.
It is
Reese's
a good one.
Popcorn
It is a
and
good
Reese's
one.
Pieces. That's
Yep.
my movie
And
candy.
every time I see them, I still go Reese's, 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 like E.T. did.
Yeah, Reese's.
Reese's.
He did that?
I think he did.
In the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, or at least in the commercial.
I think so.
That's in the commercial, more than likely.
Oh.
Pat Welsh, a 67-year-old woman, provided the voice for E.T. She smoked 2 packs of cigarettes a day, giving her that raspy voice that Spielberg wanted. Her voice was mixed with animal voices. Yes,
crazy.
Isn't that great? Yes, perfect. The aliens of the same species as E.T. can be seen in the background of the Senate scene in episode 1 of The Phantom Menace.
Right, that is true.
Yep.
Because I remember when we saw Phantom, I was like, oh my God, there was ETs.
That was ETs down there at the bottom. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Bottom corner.
Number two was Tootsie.
Yep.
It was
Dustin
177 million. Yeah. Hoffman provided that his transformation was convincing by attending a parents' evening at his daughter's school, completely fooling the teachers.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And there was a cameo from Andy Warhol and Gene Shalit.
Gotcha.
in that
I need to go back and rewatch Tootsie because I have not seen that
So good.
in a long time.
I know.
Really?
So, but I know I
feel
watched
like
it.
Mrs. Doubtfire
I watched it a couple
replaced it.
times.
Yeah, well, I kind of opened the door.
Right.
Number 3 was Officer and Gentleman, 129 million. That was Richard Gere and
Deborah Winger.
Yeah,
I've
not a
not
big fan
seen
of
that.
Deborah Winger. Lugasa Jr. was the first African American actor to win the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor from that one.
True.
So that opened doors there.
Yeah.
Number 4 was Rocky 3, 124 million. I don't have any cool facts about that. I mean, it was all
Except for
about
it was Rocky 4.
Mr.
Was
T
that where?
was
Yeah.
a bouncer before.
I pity the fool.
Yeah. Number 5 was Porky's, 105 mil. Don't know if any of you saw that one.
I saw Porky's.
You saw
Yeah.
Porky's?
I remember watching it on videotape.
It was the highest grossing Canadian film for 24 years
Huh.
from that.
There's
I didn't know it was
also
Canadian.
there's also a story there. The guy who directed Porky's.
Yes.
He went on to be like a good name director, and I cannot place it, so maybe our fact checker
Go
can
ahead.
look that up. He went on, but they basically told him he had to make Porky's for him to
Porky's 2.
to make another movie.
make another
like
one?
he had to do a movie for them so
I
he
read
could make
this.
his movie.
I read this.
Bob
Supposedly
Clark.
they forced him to do Porky's 2
Oh, okay.
so that he could make a Christmas story.
Oh, right.
Christmas
That's it.
Story.
Yeah, a
Yep.
Christmas story.
Yep.
A
Yes.
Christmas story,
Yes.
which of course we watch every freaking year.
Yep.
It's so
Get your
cool,
eye
right?
out, Ted.
So cool, right?
Thank goodness for
Right?
Porky's.
Exactly. Now it
Yeah.
was going to have an X rating, but they had to take some things out.
Some
Two different
boobies.
major revisions to
Had
make
to
it
take some
an
boobies
R
out.
rating. Something about that.
Yeah, probably.
And number 6 was Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
Oh, great. Great movie.
78 million.
Yeah, you think it would have made more.
You would have
By
thought-
today's standards, that's a full failure.
Oh, my
I mean,
gosh,
But
right?
back then, that was like,
Well, it depends
We
on how
need a
much you make it
converter.
for, right? If you make it for like 8 million, then
Yeah.
78 is not too bad. Ricardo Montalban's intense muscular physique as Khan was real, not prosthetic.
Ricardo Montalban.
Yep, he trained rigorously for his role.
he looked good in that. He was cut.
60. He was in his 60s.
So other
I feel
Ricardo
horrible.
Montalban, quick stat,
Go ahead.
quick note, stat, whatever you want to call
Right.
it.
Fact.
Did you know that rich Corinthian leather is not a thing?
Oh, it's not.
Because he
Oh.
was the spokesperson. Was it for Lincoln? Is that
Yes.
what it was?
Yeah, for the
or
cars.
Chrysler or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And he was reading through the
Yes.
dialogue of what to say. He had to do his voice stuff for the car.
Right.
Just talking about the car, and he came up with rich Corinthian leather.
Even though
That's
there's
so
no
funny.
such
And
thing.
there's no such thing as Corinthian leather.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh
he made
my
it up on the
goodness.
spot, and it was in the commercials for years.
I swear you learned so much on
Yeah.
this podcast. The scene
Crazy.
demonstrating the Genesis project on the planet, when they launch it onto a dead planet, it becomes a whole living planet, was the first use of computer generated imagery in a feature film.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
82.
Cool.
Number 7 was 48 Hours with Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte. 78 million. Again, it tied. That was Eddie Murphy's first film.
Yeah.
His film
What?
Yeah, because
debut
he was
in 48
breaking
hours.
out from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, he had
and-
just
yeah.
left and then
And
Yep. Started there. That's all I got with that one. Number 8 was Poltergeist, 76 million. Now,
Poltergeist.
this one was
loved
interesting.
Poltergeist.
They used real skeletons and props to save money. And
Ooh.
actors and actresses didn't know that until after the fact.
Oh my God.
Could you imagine?
No wonder.
Yeah, remember when she fell into the pool and all the skeletons were sliding up?
Those
were
real,
real.
dead body
Those
people.
were all real.
I don't like it.
Yes, those were all real. The dramatic collapsing house scene at the end of the film, when it all kind of gets sucked into itself, was a 6-foot model that they used a vacuum cleaner to suck up the debris. And they filmed it at 300 frames per second.
Okay.
So as you're watching that all happen,
right,
and it's all getting sucked in. It's just a vacuum.
It's just a vacuum cleaner
In the background.
that's
sucking
funny.
it in. That's interesting. Number 9 was Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Never saw it. With Dolly Parton.
Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds.
When she originally wrote "I Will Always Love You," was in that. And then Whitney Houston went on to make it the hit.
Yep. It was the highest grossing movie musical of the 80s due to Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds being in the movie.
Right.
And speaking of musicals, it's funny. Number 10 was Annie. At $57 million.
Wow.
The producers auditioned over 8,000 girls across 22 cities for 2 years before casting Eileen Quinn.
Wow.
I kind of remember that. I remember hearing about the casting for Annie, which is so weird because
it was kind of like a Harry Potter thing, right?
10.
Like they had to find the look and
that
then
exact person
and the talent too, because there was singing
and then they
involved.
found that girl, and she was like
Eileen
the
Quinn.
most popular girl in the world, and I forgot her name, but everybody knew about her. Yeah.
And then where'd she go? Did she come out with anything else? I don't know.
I don't know.
To get Sandy the dog to kiss Annie, they had rubbed dog food on her face, like on the side of her face, so that they'd lick it off. It's always a thing. You do what you can. There were some notables.
It's acting.
You had mentioned Quest for Fire. Victoria was in that one. Cat People. Do you remember that one? That was a scary one when I was a kid. Conan the Barbarian was in that list. Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. Grease 2. Firefox.
My favorite movie, Grease 2.
Grease 2.
I freaking
really?
love it.
Oh,
I
that's
love
so
it.
sad that's what you. Firefox. Blade Runner was in that list.
Oh yeah.
The Thing, which is I loved that one. That was
still
that one was scary as crap, and I really that's a good one
with the dog and the
Tron.
Tron, my Tron. I love my Tron.
We finally got a little bit of Robin Williams with World According to Garp. I don't know if you remember that one.
He was just breaking out then.
Yep. Night Shift was the first one was I think it was Henry Winkler and
Michael Keaton.
Keaton. Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Of course.
Friday the 13th Part 3, which was in 3D.
Yep.
Pink Floyd's The Wall,
Yep.
which was Midnight Madness.
Seriously, that played nonstop forever.
It was crazy. Halloween 3 was on that one, which was the one about the masks. Wasn't that one?
I think so.
Yeah. And then Creep Show, Airplane 2, and my scariest one that I thought as a kid, which was the Dark Crystal.
Dark Crystal.
I swear the characters in that one,
they're just
freaky.
creepy looking.
Very creepy.
They are.
Weird.
I agree 100%.
I'm sorry. Even when,
100%
remember
agree.
when because the whole thing about the movie was that they were split, right? So you had the bad side and the good side. And then when they came together, they were supposed to heal when the crystal got healed. And then they came together. They still looked creepy weird.
They were still
sorry. Did not change them in any way. They still were creepy looking.
That was Jim Henson, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes.
That was
all puppetry. All puppets. So,
gotcha.
Yes.
All right, are you guys ready to spin for next week?
Oh my gosh, I got to get my spinner. I always
Are we
forget.
there
I know.
already?
You shouldn't do me last because then I can get the spinner.
Oh,
ready
right. You have to
before-
get your spinner up.
Yeah, I got my spinner up.
He has problems getting his spinner
we have
up.
an
Oh my God,
alert.
it's always a thing. You hear about this.
You should watch the
we have-
Centerfold video. That'll help you get your
Get
spinner
my spinner
up.
going?
Yeah,
Now,
that'll
well,
help
let's see. We'll get something going.
We have a Nancy Guthrie alert.
Okay, hold on.
A person has been taken into custody.
Okay.
What about her?
Breaking
though?
news.
That's all the news I have.
I have to respin because 2010 came up
Sorry.
again.
Okay, spin again. I thought you could remove them after they were.
I just marked them as done so they didn't disappear. Oh, see, and that one came up as 1981.
Okay,
That's too close.
Okay,
too close.
we have to have at least a 5-year buffer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it has to be 5 years
Just gonna
before or
keep
after
spinning. This is
82.
gonna be fun.
Keep spinning. Keep it spinning.
So this spinner, I swear
Oh
to Christ.
my gosh. Spin it.
Oh, you're going to love this one.
Okay.
2017.
Sure. That sounds
2017.
great. 2017. That was just like yesterday.
Yes, it
I
was
know.
pretty much right around the corner.
Just 9 years ago.
Yes.
Years ago. Okay,
There we
cool.
go.
Well, we'll pick our topics off air and then we'll have some fun next week.
That'll be great.
Super
All
duper.
right. I'll see you guys next week.
Yes,
Bye.
definitely.
TTYL. Bye.
Bye.
If this episode took you back,
or taught you something you should have learned in high school.
Hit subscribe, leave us a rating, or drop a review.
It helps more than dial-up internet ever did.
See you next time.